It's Madden NFL 24, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Buccaneers. All that and more coming up next.
Well, the Florida humidity certain to be a factor in this one. There's no other way to say it, really. It is hot. It is humid here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, two NFC clubs going head-to-head as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, the vibe, a different one here in Tampa this year. This is year one AB after Brady. What can they do to help soften the blow?
I would say try and lean on the defense a little bit more. I think they'll play a lot better in 2023. We know how exotic they can be with how they get after the quarterback. Make sure they slow people down running the ball as well. Give this offense a chance to grow because they are under new management.
And meanwhile, for the visiting Lions, they're going to be a pretty trendy sleeper pick. I feel obligated contractually to mention that they've only won one playoff game since 1957, and that number gets more and more impossible every year. But finally, Charles Davis, can they break the string in 2023?
Break it, snap it, cut it, whatever you want to use. This Lions team, I fully expect to be in the playoffs in 2023. I like the way that they're being built.
Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. And incomplete to open things up.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now Goff on first down. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not a beautiful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and you play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run. Instead, they guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. Patterson's kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023. In his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
The former #1 overall pick has had his ups and downs in recent seasons, but he finished strong last year and inherits a really good offense in Tampa that should set him up for success.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 from the 44. They stay on the ground with White. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
So what do you do if you've got a defense in cover 3 trying to keep everything in front of them? The answer seems obvious. Just work those routes in front of them. This is going to be a hitch route, but he's operating in plenty of space, and he makes a catch here for a first down.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. A slant to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Goff on first down. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A shotgun snap for Goff. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion. His run right earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, Goff. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Goff. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of the great coaches in football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. There's Goff. That one let go deep for Laporta. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 37 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They start to drive with White, and he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Opting to run again here with White. And shutting him off now open field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Running out of the gun with White. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here is 3rd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Goff. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one. It was a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get the momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 47-yard line.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to float from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Goff now to throw. Pass the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Off play action. Here's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Goff. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Throwing, Mayfield. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, He's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And they will take over first and 10. Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10 right at the 30. Now it's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Here's Goff. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The Lions on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The drive starts with a run by White. And a fast footwork by White. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy. Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, they'll run with White. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 42. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That's out to the flat for Edmond. And a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Fights loose. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Gibbs straight ahead. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
St. Brown in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Goff. He's got right on the short throw. He's got room to roam. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White.
He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
Mayfield on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run straight ahead here with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
First down, here's White. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And Detroit getting set to go now. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd down and 3.
Now a run with Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Going with White here, toss left. Able to avoid him at the 40. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mayfield. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we...
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now 2nd and 9. Opting to run again here with White. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 17. 91 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Man, These guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On third down, a run from White. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton from 13 yards out. And the Buccaneers get a bit closer. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make it 24-7.
Buccaneers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Montgomery with a good game there, and he broke 800 yards for the Bears' NFL best ground game last season. Divisional rival Detroit took notice and brought him in to boost their growing offense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
He's into space past the 25.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. From the gun, here's Goff. This complete to Jones. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's got it. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Final play of the half, Mayfield.
To the sideline and incomplete.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Lions got a very strong performance out of their quarterback, Jared Goff. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On a handoff, it's White. Oh, look at the juke. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the gun, Mayfield. He completes it right side to White. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Complete to Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now Goff. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 36. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Mayfield looks to throw. And a dump off to White. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On the give, it's White. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Now a toss play. This is White. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it with Vaughn.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And a fast footwork by White. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A quality pickup from White, who really earned more time as the Bucs starter the back half of last season. Finished with close to 400 yards in the Bucs' final 8 games. Positioned himself as the leader in the backfield moving forward.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 9.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Marvin Jones inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. The longtime NFL vet Marvin Jones leading out this offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Down to the 22-yard line.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Goff now looking to throw. That's going to be caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from going up by 30. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs ready to take over once again. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go with White on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Now back to the ground game with White. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing, Mayfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw, Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now it's gone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Patterson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A throw over the middle, taken in. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. They'll go up the middle with White, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. The longtime NFL vet Marvin Jones leading out this offense. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. To Montgomery to begin the drive. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 10.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. This is White on the screen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd and a couple.
Mayfield off the play fake.
Gets the check down throw to White.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
White, he'll try the left side. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Mayfield looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here. Oh, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.